A lone player by the name of Alejandro Villanueva was the only Pittsburg Steeler seen standing for the National Anthem during the team's most recent game as the others cowardly hid in the locker room. Making matters worse, the coach came out later to rebuke the Army Ranger veteran, saying he wanted 100% participation for the so-called protest, but that backfired big time as fans hit back with a perfect reply. It was a frustrating and heartbreaking sight on Sunday as fans realized that the Pittsburg Steelers weren't going to come out of the locker room for the National Anthem. Apparently, in response to President Donald Trump saying that the NFL should fire anyone who doesn't stand, the players decided to hide in the locker room in defiance, except for Alejandro Villanueva. As BizPac Review reports, that one player made national headlines. Alejandro Villanueva, a former Army Ranger, emerged from the tunnel to stand with his hand over his heart while the rest of his team hid like cowardly rats. Although most of the country has been commending the man's resilience, his coach, Mike Tomlin, was clearly enraged. Tomlin was so frustrated with Villanueva's actions that he told reporters during a press conference that he was looking for 100% participation. Too bad for the entitled brat. That clearly didn't happen as he wasn't expecting to have a die-hard Patriot on his team. Although Tomlin may have thought that he was on the right side of things, he was quick to learn he wasn't. After all, what normal American would look highly upon a bunch of million-dollar-making man-babies spitting on the very country that afforded them the freedom and luxury to become filthy rich? Hint, there aren't many. In fact, the fans would prove this rather quickly as Tomlin's words just about immediately blew up in his face. Come to find out, the fans would unknowingly come together to dish out the perfect reply that went to show just how unpopular and flat-out wrong the team's decision to throw an entitled hissy fit really was. According to 247 Sports, Villanueva's jersey is currently flying off the shelves at Fanatics.com. Even better yet, the previously rarely worn jersey is now the #1 highest-selling Pittsburg Steelers jersey ever and is officially now in the top sellers category on the site. Suffice it to say, it looks like the crowd for Pittsburgh's next game is set to be littered with jerseys bearing Villanueva's name as fans show their love and support for his actions. After all, there's no arguing that this man's decision to stand alone, in defiance to his teammates and coach, wasn't an easy thing to do. However, he chose to do the honorable and respectful thing as millions of Americans looked on. Of course, his teammates were hiding in the locker room like sniveling cowards, so he really came out not only looking like the good guy but a downright hero, and there aren't too many people who would argue that he isn't. Fortunately for him, he's getting some validation pertaining to just that as fans show who they really support. As for Tomlin, he may want to reconsider his strategy next time because the fans of his team are pretty pissed off right now, and his entitled butt most assuredly feels the heat. Maybe if he was a little more focused on his job rather than acting like a brat in front of the entire country, he wouldn't have lost yesterday. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then please subscribe to my channel.